we go! Go the Cowboys!
Hey guys, Sean Media just want to do a big shout out to Rugby League, talking about all the best this year, 2020.
Alright, oh yeah! Fuck!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Roosters versus Dragons Anzac Day review. This game was an absolute nail-biter, an absolute classic. A classic Anzac Day on the traditional Anzac Day game between the Roosters and the Dragons. Absolutely enjoyed this. Great game of footy. And in the end, the Roosters found a way to win by a Luke Keary field goal there in the 73rd or 74th minute. It was a great game of footy. Hello to the live chat. Hello to Yeet Boy. Hello to TJC Sports. Hello to William Pearson. Let's Go Bulldogs is here. CJ Moxley. Hello, everyone. Jason Rader. Hope you guys are all doing well. Now, we've got Storm versus Warriors coming up in about 40 minutes or so. So I just thought might as well review this game right now while I have the chance. But yeah, what a game. What a game. Roosters were in control. Dragons fought their way back, leveled the game up. And then Roosters had a player go to the sin bin. Radley got binned for a, well, some say it's a head clash. Some say it's a shoulder to the head. I just watched the interview on Fox from Victor Radley with Matt Russell. Radley's confused and doesn't understand it, so he has a strong view on it. But I have no doubt it'll be brought up in the press conference. I have no doubt it will be brought up through the week in the media. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. And if you are a consistent viewer of the channel, thank you very much for the support of the channel. I really appreciate everyone that tuned into the channel. All right, what we're going to do, we're going to go into the review now, shall we? And the Roosters, I got off to a really good start. There was a nice short ball to Egan Butcher. He made a line break through the middle third of the field. Back on the inside to Tedesco. Tedesco scores the first try of the game there in the 4th minute. Roosters go to a 6-0 lead. Good start for the Roosters. And then the Dragons, they went down that right-hand side and Moga found the try line. Moga played a great game. Moga, he scored in the corner for the Dragons. We're level at 6-all at that point of the game. And then the Roosters, just for the middle of the field, I think it was a short ball from Hargraves or Collins. It was one of the two. I think it was Hargraves from memory. And Radley just went over and scored. Pretty soft try for the Roosters. But Victor the Inflictor went over and scored. Roosters go to a 12-6 lead. And then there was a penalty. I think it was Ben Hunt. Dangerous tackle. There wasn't much in it, but I think it was a little bit dangerous. So Hunt is penalised there. Roosters take the 2 points. They go to 14-6 in front. And right before our, 28th minute there, about 10 minutes to half time, a really soft try. Luke Keary went over and scored for the Roosters. Very soft try again. Dragons defense pretty much non-existent there. Roosters go to 20-6 in front. We all thought the Roosters scored again. We all thought there was a try to Egan Butcher, but there was a bit of obstruction, or not obstruction. Brendan Smith was on the ground and he offloaded the ball, so it was basically tackled, but he offloaded the ball, so no try was given there to Egan Butcher. Dragons get down the other end, and there was a crossfield kick, and Sloan went up in the air for it, and I think Lomax did as well, and it come off the hands of Paul Momorowski, and Jack Bird ends up with the football, and he scores for the Dragons. It was a weird old try, but you'll take what you can get. So the Dragons score that try, and they're right back in this game, the Dragons, before half-time. Roosters lead 20-12 at that stage, and We get to half time. Roosters 20-12. I think at half time, the Dragons had something like 28, 29 missed tackles. It was pretty insane. And I thought to myself at half time, Roosters are only leading by 8. They should be up by more. The Roosters at half time should have been leading by 16 to 20 points. So for the Roosters to only be up by 8 was a blessing in disguise for the Dragons. So I was quite amazed by that. The Dragons were very competitive. They were very brave. They showed a lot of heart and a lot of resilience in that game. And first half, most teams would have been down by 16 to 20 points. So anyway, second half begins and another really easy try there. Joseph Manu just reaches out. Pretty soft defense there from the Dragons. Again, just defensively, the Dragons were really, really clunky. They were really clunky. Roosters 26-12. And then Dragons go down that right-hand side. And Moga again finding the try line. Tautai Moga today. Absolutely outstanding. He went over and scored in the corner. Moga was one of the Dragons' best this afternoon, I thought. Would have been 26-16 at that point. And then this try here, unbelievable. Dragons scored 2 tries in about 2 minutes. They went down the right-hand side. Munok Masilla to Suli. Suli down the sideline. He finds Tyrell Sloan back on the inside. Sloan scores. It's 26-22. Can you believe it? The Dragons are back in it. And then the Dragons again, about a couple minutes later, this try right here. Dragons 3 tries in about 8 or 9 minutes. Down the right-hand side, Suli offloads the ball. Obviously, Suli had to go to the wing. Drew Hutchison to the centres. Tupou went off with a hamstring injury. Moga in the corner again. Now, Moga busted his shoulder doing this, which was a massive loss for the Dragons. So Moga scores in the corner, gets his hat trick, basically busts his shoulder up. Moga scores. Lomax misses the kick. With 26 all, we got fucking 20 minutes to go. What a game of footy on Anzac Day. Dragons down by 14. They scored 3 tries in about 8 or 9 minutes. 26 all. And then, I guess, the big call of the game. A lot of people are talking about it, especially on social media. Victor Radley getting sin-binned in the 64th minute, 63rd minute. It was a big call. Was it a head clash? Was it a shoulder to the head? You guys can let me know in the live chat or in the comment section down below. It was a very big call. It was a controversial call. A lot of people are very upset about it. But you know what? In my honest opinion, I've watched it a few times now. I think Radley's shoulder makes contact with the head first on Michael Mollo. Now, Mollo was concussed. A lot of people reckon it's a head clash. It's a controversial decision. It's a 50-50 either way. So, it could have gone either way, this decision, but Radley was binned for the shoulder/head clash, however you want to call it. So it remains at 26 all. I'll just go to live chat real quickly. Jason Reader, $5.50 super chat from Jason. Up the Roosters, I'm very happy. Jason, thank you for the $5.50 super chat. I really appreciate that, my friend. It means a lot to me. So anyway, Radley's gone to the sin bin. The Dragons, I thought they were going to score. There was a kick from Amone for Sloan. I thought Sloan was in. It came off Sloan's leg. Sloan was about to dive for the ball before it went dead, and it just went dead. Just went dead in goal. Very unlucky. Anyway, the Roosters did very well to hold on for 10 minutes with the sin bin. They get Radley back from the sin bin not long after that. And then in the 74th minute, 73rd minute, something like that, the Roosters were all over the place. Manu was running the ball. The Roosters didn't know what they were doing, and they went back to Keary. He was in position for a field goal. Luke Keary kicks the field goal. Roosters go up 27-26. Now, another controversial decision, a big one. 76th minute, Jack Bird. He thought there was a penalty going his way. Referee said no, knock on. Did Lindsay Collins pull his legs? Did Jack Bird milk it to try and get the ball, play the ball quicker? It was another controversial decision. But anyway, the Dragons challenge it, hoping for a penalty. The Dragons lose the challenge. The referee rules in favor of the Roosters. They say that it was a knock on from Bird. There was no ruck interference. So Dragons lose the challenge. Roosters go down the other end. They kick the ball out. Dragons throw the ball right-hand side. Hunt gives it to Bird. Bird runs backwards. Tries to find somebody. Unfortunately, doesn't find anyone. And the Roosters get the ball back again. And then they had one more chance, the Dragons. DeBellin hit Couchman for a short ball through the middle with about 30 seconds to go. And he had some space, Couchman. I reckon he would have got to halfway. But he knocked the ball on, and that was pretty much all she wrote. Full time, Roosters 27, Dragons 26. A classic Anzac Day clash between these two rivals, Roosters and Dragons. I love the Anzac Day games between these two sides. It's always good. It's always fiery. And both teams are always up for it. It doesn't matter how both teams are going on the ladder. Both teams are up for it all the time. Dragons are, second last, third last, are down the bottom somewhere, and they're always up for this. And the Roosters, they haven't been traveling along the best, but that was a very important win for the Roosters this afternoon. Very important. I'm not sure who won the Anzac medal, but I'm assuming Tedesco was probably the player of the game. Tedesco was outstanding. A couple of players that I thought stood out from this game today. I'll start with the Roosters. Obviously, Tedesco was outstanding. I thought Joseph Manu at 5'8" was very solid. I thought Luke Keary was a bit all over the place in defence. He was shocking in defence. I thought Brendan Smith and Collins were great. I thought Egan Butcher was good. Angus Crichton and Luke Keary, I thought, were pretty poor. Joseph Suaalii, I thought he was poor. Suli owned Suaalii all afternoon. Moses Suli was all over him. Radley was good. Matt Laws off the bench also looked very good. For the Dragons, I thought Tyrell Sloan was outstanding. I thought Suli was great. I thought Moga was great. I thought Amone and Hunt were good. I thought Blake Laurie did some good things for the Dragons. I thought Jack DeBellin was outstanding for the Dragons this afternoon. I thought Josh Kerr off the bench did a great job. I thought Jack Bird was also very good for the Dragons. It was a great game of footy. Wasn't many bad players out there, but in the end, the Roosters just find a way to win. My top three players on ground from the game, though, I'm going to go number 3. I'm going to go with Jack DeBellin, number 3. I thought Jack DeBellin was absolutely outstanding. So I'm going to give DeBellin number 3. Number 2, I'm going to go with the Dragons fullback, Tyrell Sloan. I thought Tyrell Sloan had a very solid game at fullback for the Dragons. He was very dangerous and he looked very good out there. And my man, the match from the Roosters, I'm going to give it to, obviously, James Tedesco. I thought he was probably the best player on the field this afternoon. Obviously, Tedesco had a really good game and he needed to. He needed to stand up today, Tedesco. He hadn't scored a try for a while, scored one today, and thought he was everywhere for the Roosters. So Tedesco's my man of the match. I thought the Dragons were very unlucky not to win, but you got to take your chances when you get them, and the Roosters managed to do that in the end. So well done to the Roosters. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up the Anzac Day review between the Roosters and Dragons. If you enjoyed the review, whether you watch this as a live stream or you watch this as a back as a video, thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. If you're new, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, I would really appreciate that. Anyway, guys, Storm and Warriors starts in half an hour. I'm going to go watch that, and then I'll review that after it ends. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Full time at Anzac Day. Once again, another Anzac Day clash, classic between the Roosters and Dragons. Roosters win it 27 points to 26. See you guys in the next one.